Hello. Can anybody hear me? How about now? Says I'm in the show. Says my mic is working. Everyone can see and hear you, but I can't see and hear anyone. Can you hear me? Am I being heard? Hmm. Okay. Okay, this is weird. It reads that I'm there. It says everyone can see and hear you. Let me try this. How about now?
Hey, how about now?
I can hear you. You just said, how
Can you
about
hear me
now?
now?
I can hear you now.
All right, I screwed up. So, all right, I screwed up.
I get a little bit of feedback.
No, no, not now though.
Okay. Was that your end?
Yeah, it was me this time, not you. God damn it.
Okay.
I hope you're not getting Are you still getting feedback?
No, I'm okay. I see. Yeah, I see that little thing popping out of my
All right.
picture.
All right.
And
What
it's
about now?
no, you're fine. Everything's good.
Okay, let me check my sound now while we're talking here. Um. Yep. Well, there's feedback, so it's hard to check it, but that's working.
Yeah.
I had to put it with feedback, so it's the only way I could check sound because I have nobody set sound for me. Nobody's
Okay.
set the fucking sound for me. All right. Well, it works now.
Yay. We went to Walmart in Prairieville and got a headset. Kind of not really knowing if it was any better than the one I already got. Uh, and I don't even know that that one is bad. It just had a different kind of microphone that's built into the earpiece. Now I see you.
Yeah, I know. I turned my camera on for a second. You can try your camera if you want to.
I do not have a camera.
Oh, that's fine. You don't need one.
Yeah.
And turn it off. There.
Uh,
Yeah. There we go with that. At least that works. So, mother son of a nutsucker. That's all I got to say about them apples.
that should be the new name for the show. To
The mother son of a nutsucker show is what we might call it. Yeah.
make it apart from Clobberin Time. Mother son of a nutsucker, the motion picture.
Yeah, of a shit ass dog sucker too.
Shit ass dog sucker. Yep.
Yeah.
Mother son of a nutsucker of a shit ass dog sucker.
Maybe we should do a show tomorrow. And
Maybe.
if you want to, unless you don't feel like it.
What's the subject though? I mean,
I don't know. Does it have to be a subject?
no.
Subject could be what a couple of dickheads we are. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, everybody knows that already. So
Yeah, but it probably should be discussed some more
yeah, uh,
because you can't
and
really discuss that too much.
an in-depth exploration into our dickheadedness.
Yeah, because there's some real dickweeds out there. What am I tell you? See, there we are both there. Look at
Yeah,
our
yeah.
lovely faces. So,
Okay.
and you got that. We got minimal. What's minimal? I've got default. Let's see here. We got that. We got that. No, wait.
Does
Back there. I'm just messing around with some stuff while we're doing this. What that?
does
What?
does Tex know anything about this?
I've told him, but I don't know. I mean,
Uh, he should join in.
look at our names. Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm still learning some shit about this thing.
well.
Kinds of guys we are.
Hmm.
Well, everyone, we got that straight. I gotta get me a new damn mic. Probably this is an old ass headset I got here.
Well, it's like you. It's an old mic.
Nose molester.
Ah,
That's about as funny as you being you.
yeah.
Oh.
And that cracks me up all day long.
You know the most fun part about this shit
What?
is playing around with the pictures like this.
Yeah.
Are
But
you watching the screen?
you're the only one that could do that, though, right? Yeah. I see
Yes.
the Watchman and
Yes, ma'am.
the
Remember that?
background of.
Remember that?
Yeah. How could I forget that? Amnesia, maybe.
Even if you were Scott Young, you couldn't forget it.
A stroke. Yeah. I think actually, I always thought I took that picture. I think Scott Young took it
Yeah, you
because
took.
we borrowed his camera and his batteries were low, and that's why we both the flash was like you go click, and then the flash would go, oh shit, they want me to light up. God damn it. Oh, it's Kirby. Oh, fuck it, I'm late.
Yep.
And
Well, there you go.
neither one of us has a picture of us with Roz Kirby. I got a picture of like
No.
Roz
Sucks.
Kirby's hand on my shoulder that you took.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sucks. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I wish it was not that way, but
Well, you cut off an entire Roz Kirby, but you only cut off the top of Gil Kane's head. So that was progress.
yeah,
That was at that CNN Center in Atlanta. That wasn't
yeah.
Dragon Con though, was it? That was like
No, it was Atlanta Fantasy Fair.
Yeah, yep. Do you know they're still doing Dallas Fantasy Fair?
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I
They
don't
had
think
Mike.
it's as big as it was though.
They had Mike Royer at the last one.
Oh man.
He was on a Kirby. What's that feedback? It's coming from you.
I don't hear any.
Let me see. Hang on a second. No, I don't know where the feedback is coming from, unless you're listening to it on a.
No. How about now? Is there a feedback?
Let's see. No, nope. You must have had something turned up a little bit.
You there?
Yeah, you hear me?
Oh yeah. I tried to lower the volume on my the TV thing. The
No, I'm still
monitor.
getting. I get feedback from me for some reason. I don't understand this fucking shit.
Are you
I don't know.
is your headset loud?
No. No, I don't think so. Anyway,
Because if it's coming out of your headset, it's going to your speaker.
no, it's not. Headset's not loud at all.
Headsets?
You said that, not me. I don't know what the fuck this is coming from. I mean, it ain't the worst thing in the world, but it's
I
fucking
can't
annoying.
hear. I don't hear any feedback over here.
Well, I'm hearing me feedback, not you, and I don't know why.
Uh,
Something to do with your mic, though, with because it's bouncing off of yours and coming back into mine somehow. Because this happens with Flash sometimes.
I don't know how to.
That's all right. At least it works now.
Yeah.
God damn echo. Fuck.
Hang on.
Hello?
Okay. How about now? Can you hear this?
I hear you, and I'm not hearing an echo. What was that? What happened? What did you do?
I went to the settings and disabled audio processing.
Whatever you did, I'm not hearing me feeding back now. That's good.
Well, there you go.
Now we are. This test was a suck-assing success for a change. The two
Imagine that.
fucking tests were not successful. Yet, I had a lot of fun rambling with the chat. We don't even have a chat right now that I know of.
Let's see how long it takes us to get kicked off of YouTube.
That would we're not big enough for the algorithm to bother with us.
What does Al Gore have to do with it?
Eat a donkey. That's what he has to do with it. Mofo. What the fuck? Edit. Okay, yeah, this was just like one of those impromptu fucking things here.
Okay, what I did, I went to the settings thing that says cam mic with the little settings wheel above it.
Yeah.
And went down to audio and it tells you what kind of microphone you got, and underneath it there's a thing, you click on it and it says disable audio processing, and if you click on it, it won't do audio processing. It won't filter or anything. And
hey, RR's here.
Who?
R, a new friend of mine.
How many R's is that?
So
2.
we do have actually somebody hanging with us. RR, we just it was, as you can see, it's a mic test thingy. So good to see you there, though. And he said he could hear the feedback. Are you still hearing the feedback there? Because I'm not anymore. Echo gone. He said, okay, good. I was a little behind the times there. RR, my new friend RR, who I met over at the I believe I met him over at the broadcast of my friend Iris of Chaos, whose show I was happy to be on last week, and who's been on my old show and will be on this new show soon. Feedback is gone. Good. So, aren't we some technical whiz words?
No, we are not.
No, but it's fun to think about it.
Hey, I got a question for RR since I'm watching the live comments. Have you ever thought of suing George R.R. Martin for stealing part of your name?
Yes. Sue the bastard.
Sue the son of a bitch. Remember we met him? Were you with me when he was at one of those things? No. This wasn't New Orleans. This was like Columbus, Georgia. Might have been Atlanta. He did a small panel with Norman Spinrad, and there weren't a lot of people there. And they were talking about, vomit in movies.
No,
and,
I wasn't with you in that one.
Well, I asked him what RR stood for, and he said rock and roll. Laughed for a second.
Well, yeah. Remember, at that point, there was no Game of Thrones, I don't think.
No, we
were fans of Wild Cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually, they're still doing Wild Cards book. I realized I missed the last 3, and by not getting the last 3 at Barnes & Noble for about $28.99 each, I got them for an average price of $9 each from Amazon.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I like the first few books. I mean, if they could make a really good show of that, but if they try it now, it'll be woke dribble.
No. The first one.
It was woken up back then, so now.
Oh yeah. When remember the one where Jesse Jackson was a character, and he was running for president, and that guy Jack Armstrong, who was basically, he was invulnerable.
Yeah, Golden Boy. Yeah.
Yeah, he sat down with Jesse Jackson, and he said he looked in his eyes and he could see the power of the man. It's like, I can understand you wanting to write about JFK doing something with the wild cards, but that was just way too current, and it was wrong.
Yeah,
and that was right before the scandal of this powerful, honorable man screwing his secretary and having a baby out of wedlock with her.
Well, the important bit is apparently, RR, did you get a notification? You must have got a notification or something, because we just threw this thing in like a second just so he could test his microphone there. That's pretty cool. And if you did, of course, we're too small to be ghosted. But I don't know what happened to Gary and Doomcock. They were supposed to be doing an acquisition. I mean, damn it, man, they didn't say anything. That's all I do on Sunday nights now. I was about to go. I didn't see him on, so I was about to go watch a movie.
Mm.
I never watch movies, and I was going to watch. You know what I was going to watch? Because they can't cancel it because I have it in my collection. I haven't watched it forever.
Yeah.
I was going to watch the Bad News Bears.
Damn. You're a horrible person.
That movie. When they find out about that one, they'll cancel the hell out of it.
Hey, I got an idea. Actually, RR had an idea. Let's change the name of this thing to Rhetorical Dribble. Rhetorical Dribble. That's pretty good.
Rhetorical Dribble would be a great name for a show, man.
Yeah.
Got a notification. Okay. Oh, the Inquisition will be later. That's good, man. I mean, look, the other night, Doomcock did. Gary did over 8 hours, which was incredible.
Good Lord.
Yeah, on this like EFAP level, and then Doomcock did about 7. The service I subscribe to, the level you could only do 4, but I wouldn't even do 4. The most we used to do on Blog Talk Radio was 3.
Yeah, you're gonna need a bathroom break or a catheter or something.
I mean, I don't know what he does. I mean, he definitely. I don't know how Doomcock does it because he never leaves, but I don't know. But yeah, Friday nights I listen to both of them. Like I said, I love them both, so it's tough to choose. But it's fun when they're together on the Sunday night thing. But and not only that, Doomcock did 2 other streams this week. Sometimes he does something for the Patreons on his Discord, and I go in there and hang out with him and talk to him and stuff. That's pretty fun, but he don't spend as much time doing that. But man, the 7 hours and the 8 hours, I'm good for 3. Actually, when I was on the Eris show, we did almost 4. It was the middle of a Saturday afternoon. So, and next Saturday, our buddy Stephen Chure, the great Mark C, will be on with me because we've been wanting to. For years he's been wanting to come on and argue with me about John Byrne.
Really?
I mean, I like some of Byrne's work, but you know how much I hate his Superman. Well, of course, he loves it and he wants to argue about it. And he's even teased me at some point saying, like, yeah, when are you going to have me on there just so I can prove you wrong about John Byrne's Superman? I said, well, you can't do that, but you can certainly try. And then anytime you want, man, come on.
Well, John Byrne is like the father of all this shit that Bendis has been doing with Superman.
Byrne started it all.
Yeah.
But anyway, I of course love to have him on. I'm gonna anytime he wants to come on, and isn't it kind of funny how that's just kind of really that old argument now doesn't feel as. Yeah, I still hate what he did, but it's just, man, this is fucking like what 35 years later. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks, but I got to admit, even I don't have quite the energy for the argument that I did, but it'll be fun to talk about, And Byrne can screw himself. He probably really can screw himself. How would I know?
Maybe he has people for that.
Did I tell you about what Abby once told me that he saw Byrne at a con in Chicago, and he was sitting there at his table with a sign on it saying, "Don't talk to me." Yeah, buddy.
You know what I would do?
Talk to him. I'd talk to him.
No, I'd stand there. I'd stand there and look at him till he wrote a sign out that said, "Don't look at me."
Well, maybe it was because of me. Maybe it was after Mark and I did that thing to him, and he was mad, or the time because it was also the time I stood in front of him with the shirt you airbrushed.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah. We could get insult flashcards for him if he does that kind of shit, though.
Yeah. And I like some of his stuff. Byrne was always hit or. I like this feature where you can put highlight people's tweet chats. Byrne was always hit or miss for me, says RR. He either nailed it or he swung out. No in between. The thing about Byrne was, he was a much better artist and writer, but he was not great at inking himself. On FF, in his first FF run, Joe Sinnen inking him. It was fantastic. I liked the first couple of years of his solo run where he did the writing, but he shouldn't have inked himself. Should have been Terry Austin or Sinnott. And also, after he writes anything for about 2 years or so, he always gets bored. And you could see that on FF. And he got bored shitless, but he kept doing it anyway on his stupid Superman revamp. It didn't take him long to get bored on that at all.
Well, it really showed on Alpha Flight, too.
Yeah, on Alpha Flight.
Snowblind?
Snowblind. Oh my
What was that,
God.
like 3 pages of white that he probably
Yeah.
turned them in. The editor goes, "Where's the art? This is art."
Remember, I was working at the comic shop when that came out, and because of that stupid white cover, that
Yeah,
newsprint, it was greasy.
yeah.
It was grease on it. So yeah, but yeah, Snowblind. Yeah.
There was a letter that some fan, I guess, sent to Alpha Flight, and it was praising John Byrne's work on Alpha Flight, all the innovation and the great art and all this other stuff. And he said, "But I know you're not going to stay with it forever. I hope that someday another creator comes along and they take your creation and they turn it upside down and they change everything and they ruin the characters
Yeah. No
and
shit.
dot, like you did with the Fantastic Four."
Yep. And Superman. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yep. That. How did you know I wrote to him? Oh,
That was back when fans had their own voices and didn't just listen to
yeah.
the freaking crowd.
I remember seeing the letter in the letters page, and I didn't agree entirely with this guy, but he was bitching about Byrne writing FF. He didn't like Byrne's writing FF. I actually liked the first couple of years, but he said, "I'm tired of artists who think they can write. I was tired of it with Frank Miller on Daredevil," and I'm getting the feedback again. You must have did something.
No,
Anyway, and he said, "I'm tired of it with Frank Miller." And of course, Frank Miller, I don't agree with him on that. Miller did great, but yeah, I
not for
agree.
me.
Now it's over. Now it stopped, I think.
Okay.
RR, yeah, he says about two. Now I'm hearing it again. It's weird. I don't know. It goes on and off. Attention span seemed about 2 years of limited. Yeah, yeah. Byrne would get bored with stuff unless it was She-Hulk. He was obsessed with her.
Yeah. Who was that?
What's it?
What was Richard Pini told us nobody likes She-Hulk as much as John Byrne.
Yeah, you know what's funny about that? Look, I admit she became very popular, but what people don't know now, because people really liked her, they're well disposed to her because they liked that book he did with her breaking the fourth wall and stuff, which is fine. I mean, if people like her, that's great. But remember her first series, The Savage She-Hulk, which
Yeah.
lasted 23 issues, and it was a joke, and nobody liked it. It was by Mike Vosberg. But then she became very popular. Oh yeah, I love Miller's run as well. On Daredevil, RR, especially when he came back, did Born Again.
Yeah.
But he loved She-Hulk. Well, again, he made her popular. I just hated that they put her in the Avengers, then he put her in the FF. I was like,
Yep.
man, dude, give her own book. But yeah. Now, of course, people get mad at me when I bitch about him putting her in the FF because they say, well, it wasn't Byrne's fault. Marvel made him do that because they would have been to have his own book and they want him to leave the FF. I said, I understand that, but at the time, no one knew that because they weren't talking about that. And all I knew was some dickhead was replacing my favorite character in my favorite book with an annoying green bitch. And, Byrne was getting his, Byrne wrote the first, and there's another thing. Byrne wrote the first issue of the thing and drew it. And after that, he wrote it a little bit, but he didn't draw it. And, I like Ron Wilson, okay. But, so the book really wasn't that good. The Thing series never was really that good. And then he was not in the FF. I was like, you got to shake things up once in a while. But She-Hulk, Jesus, I don't know. Anyway, he was bored with the book, and that's what he was. You could tell he was bored with it. I mean, you're bored when you want to change the costumes, and it's bad enough you're changing them, but you do it in a stupid-ass way to say that the negative zones change the color of their outfits when they went through it. Ugh.
Yeah. You remember when he was going to change everything. He was going to turn some world upside down, and he was going to start from scratch, and nothing happens to this character unless I said it does. That was Spider-Man.
Yeah, you mean Superman and then Spider-Man?
No, remember when he did Spider-Man?
Well, I know he did Spider-Man, yeah.
The same approach, and it was bland.
Even shorter with the Hulk. Remember, he was going to take the Hulk and do it.
Oh,
and he did it for what, 3 issues? What was it, 4 issues?
Was that the one with the stupid bathtub where Banner and the Hulk got separated physically?
I think so.
In a process too complicated to go into at this time.
Yeah, that's right. Doc Samson said that, I believe. But I still like a lot of his older work, but after like the 90s, he also lost interest in drawing. I mean, he couldn't. I don't know. He insisted on inking his own shit, and it sucked. His Wonder Woman looked unbelievably bad.
Yeah.
He did Next Men when he cared about that, I guess, but I never got into it. Then he came back in the aughts and did a good job. Right, he can somehow, strange enough, he knows how to write Star Trek and draw, and those are pretty good as
It,
IDW
it,
Star Trek comics.
it's weird that yeah, you're right. That are you talking about the stories that he drew to, or the
Either,
photo novels?
and the photo novels. I don't know. I got kind of, yeah, I don't know, not into those that much. They're okay, but I'm
I've
talking
got
about the comics.
yeah. Well, I've got most of them. What was he did the alien thing with the Romulans? He did a mini series of
That was a
Assignment
good
Earth.
one. Yeah, and
Um,
then Crew. He did it was the original Constitution class ship with Robert April, the
yeah,
number one, and
he
Doctor
was
McCoy.
he
Yeah.
was really respectful with Star Trek for some reason, and it's just weird that he can go in and trash Superman, but boy, you better not mess with anything Star Trek.
Yeah, weird stuff. Because he was, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he's,
But
yep,
some of those photo novels he did like almost 30 of them. Uh, they took pictures from the TV series. I don't
right.
know. I guess they got permission to do that. But when there was a character that he introduced, it looked like he got one of his buddies to play that character, and they did some really lousy Photoshop type drawings around him. And it took you out of the story. I can take pictures of Kirk and Spock talking to each other with word balloons, but when you have a guy that was probably, I don't know, a teenager when Star Trek came on, and he's playing an old collector type alien, and
Yeah.
then they paint a beard on him, it just looks silly.
I stopped after the first 5 or 6 of them, so I didn't get them all.
I got too many of them.
Are you hearing the echo and feedback anymore, RR? I'm not sure. I mean, I am now. I'm hearing it. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. Like now, I'm not. No, I am.
No, you're not.
No, I am.
No, you are. No, you're
No,
not.
it's all. It's happening again. I don't know what it is. It could be something to do with positioning of your mic or whatever. I don't know. But look, at least you get. At least the test is successful. You got through something.
How about now?
No, I don't think I'm hearing it now. What happened?
I
What are
just
you doing?
I flipped the microphone up a little bit. It's your feedback is probably me trying to breathe.
Oh, well, let's see here. La 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 la. So you didn't do it that time.
La la
La
la.
la 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 la. The Hulk and Banner couldn't live without each other. Then Rick Jones turned into a Hulk. Yes, he did. Didn't he? You should see what he turned in. You should have seen what he turned into in Ruins. One day we're gonna do a show talking about Ruins. We're gonna do a show talking about the worst, the most unbelievably stupid comics. And I guess since Warren Ellis is canceling himself, we'll talk about Ruins. Since Garth Ennis will probably cancel himself next, we'll talk about
Yeah.
Punisher Kills the Marvel Universe. The two most ridiculous, idiotic, but funny comics ever made. You know, bad comics aren't even any good to make fun of anymore, but those were.
How about the Punisher Archie crossover?
I had never read that one. Never was much of a Punisher fellow myself. I don't know, not big. I was not even when he shot Rod. You know, was it the rubber bullets, the mercy bullets, and he
Mercy
popped up?
Bullet. Yeah.
Yeah. Until Frank Miller said, "Screw that! Just giving him bullets."
Yeah.
But yeah, I never was. You know, like Tech says, he's really just a Mac Bolan
Yeah.
ripoff, right? Yeah, he's just. But the Tick said it best when the Tick said of a Punisher. He was talking about the Punisher, but it was a Punisher knockoff called Big Shot. Guns and superheroes don't mix.
Well, Punisher's
Hell yeah.
not a superhero.
I know, but it was just a.
Captain
he was
America
he was in a superhero universe, though.
in the I guess Civil War. He wanted to be on Captain America's side, and he shot somebody, I think, and then Captain America ended up beating the shit out of him, and called him insane. Which at the time, when you say something about a character in a comic book, that's the writer saying something about that character. And when Captain America called Frank Castle insane, that was like the whole Marvel universe recognizing that Frank Castle was a fucking fruitcake. He was nuts.
Yeah. Yep. Yes, he was, sir. He was. Yes, indeed, Well, man, oh man. I tell you what. Well, this was a success on this Father's Day. Hope everyone's yeah. Éxito. Success. They've done it.
I've done it. We've done it. We've done it.
We've done it. Yeah, as obscure as it gets. Éxito. That's all you see. That's all you see. The great Adam West, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Cat beat him down like a dog. He only liked the Punisher when he squared off with Daredevil. So they played each other well. That was, of course, a lot of people may not remember that Punisher Daredevil thing. That was not. That was held back. It was not printed in the regular comic because it was anti-code friendly. They later had to reprint it in a book, in like a prestige format thing. It's called Child's Play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Punisher also had a magazine for a while.
Wasn't he in Marvel Super Special?
Well, but he also had his own magazine.
First appeared.
I think Mike Barron wrote some of those.
Oh, yeah. First time I ever saw him was in an Amazing Spider-Man issue where he was fighting Spider-Man and Nightcrawler. Ross Andrew. First time I ever saw him. That was, I forget the issue number, though. Oh, my goodness. Well, I don't know. What should we do? Should we run?
You want to wrap this up and
want to try to do one tomorrow?
Yeah. Just
daytime, nighttime, what? What time you want to do it? Afternoon?
Well,
I don't have any schedule restrictions like I did on BTR because, I used to let Decker and them have Mondays. They don't have Mondays anymore. And nobody I know of really messes around on Mondays that much.
Well, he kept putting up signs on his Facebook page that said no possum tonight. And he did more of those than he actually did shows. I don't know how many he ended up doing, but I would.
Yeah.
I listen to it. I listen to it sometimes, but then when you see a thing on his Facebook page, because I follow him, it says no possum tonight, and he'd put a funny picture up. Like, I don't know, maybe he had work because he had one of those gigs where you have to go kind of at the drop of a hat to go drop somebody's hat for him.
Yes, sir. Well, I told Flash is supposed to let me know something. I'll tell you. I'll let you know. We'll do one either way probably, but we might also end up doing I'm not sure about tomorrow, but RR will be around close to this time, or maybe around the 6 o'clock. I don't know what time zone you're in, but maybe the 6-7 o'clock central zone, and then now I'll get with Flash and see what he wants to see. If he wants, Flash probably won't be able to do it tomorrow night, but he'll be, he might do it with us. Who knows? I might do one with him in the daytime Tuesday, but Tuesday's kind of bad because I got to work Wednesday and Thursday, 2 straight 15 hours. You're in the Pacific. I got you. So that'll be very early for you there. It's very early for you right now, actually. There you go. Relatively speaking.
He's in the ocean.
So yeah, but I'm glad you got the notification there. I never get notifications on any of the channels but those guys actually have a lot of subscribers though, so the algorithm screws with them probably. They don't even know I exist yet. So, and we're gonna keep it that way, damn it! Well, we don't know, maybe. So, any last words before I kill you?
Well, that's the way Dad did it. That's the way America did it. It's worked pretty good so far.
Yada yada. Well, I can't add anything like that other than Klingon bastards, you've killed my son.
Klingon sons, you've killed my bastard.
Yeah, I knew you were going to do that. But at what cost? Your ship, your son. Ship son, boom.
Boom.
Don't make fun of David Marcus getting killed. That was great stuff.
I was making fun of Douglas Adams predicting Star Trek. 3.
Yeah. Yep. Right there. Oh, Idaho border. Okay, well, hey, you're way up there, and not too far from my wonderful friend Trekkie Kim up there in Montana. Yeah.
It is kind of a far away. I mean, it looks
Well,
close
but
on
it's
the.
way up there compared to us.
I
It's way up
know,
there.
but it looks pretty close on a map. Like, here's my fingernail. Oh, there it is on the end of my fingernail. Wait a minute. It takes 3 hours to drive from one town to another in Montana.
Well, I hear you. RR, it is a pleasure. Thank you so much. We'll see you again soon, hopefully tomorrow. All right, everyone, we're going to end it, and I'll probably just torch this stupid thing because it was, and I don't know. Maybe
It
I'll
was
leave it up.
weak. It was weak tea.
Yeah, people will love it for what it is. So, later, everybody. RR, good night. Minimus, go forth into the street.
Ha ha ha. Then Grim,